Today on the channel we're going to take a look at the Solar guitar and what I think after 2 years of ownership. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to take a look at my Solar SB1.6FRFM. So the Solar SB1 is a bolt-on neck Solar. They have set necks and bolt-on necks. This is one of the bolt-on neck Solars, which we'll show the backside in just a minute. And it's a 6-string obviously, and it's got a Floyd Rose 1000, and the FM stands for Flame Maple. Now this is a veneer. This is not a real piece of 1/4-inch maple. It is a maple cap, but if you take a look at the binding on this guitar, it shows a couple interesting things. The binding on the edge looks like this, but you can see a fine line here where the looks like probably the laminate was placed over the top. But this guitar is beautiful. I wanted to do a follow-up video. I did a video about 2 years ago before my channel really got going, and I did an unboxing. And I've had this guitar for 2 years and I love it. This thing is really cool. I've played it a lot and I wanted to do a follow-up video after 2 years of ownership. Solar guitars were founded by Ola England, who is a very popular YouTuber for those of you who are not familiar with Ola. And he's the guitar player for The Haunted and Feared. He is from Sweden. He's got a really cool personality. He's a shredder, he's a chugger. A lot of progressive chug metal going on there. But his guitars suit a lot of different purposes. SolarGuitars.com is where you can find the complete selection of guitars. Let's take a look at the fretboard on this. This is an ebony fretboard. It is a little dirty, I will give it that. Some people have complained that they've had some cracks in their fretboards on Solars. I don't think this thing's got any cracks. There may be a little crack here and there. Looks like there's might be a little bit of a split. Maybe just something little there, hairline. Can't really tell if it's grain or if it's split. None of these marks on the fretboard cause any issue whatsoever. I like how the headstock is matched as far as the flame. I think the gold hardware on this really sets off the guitar. Normally I'm not a super huge fan of gold hardware. I think it looks semi-decent on Les Paul Customs. I think when you've got a nice flame guitar in this color, the gold matches it really well. It's got a 5-way blade. These are Duncan designed Solar pickups. They're not super heavy, they're very crunchy, kind of mid-rangey and crunchy. I like a pickup like that doesn't have like a lot of gain. I like the amps and the pedals to do the work. There's no push-pull on this, it's just a volume and a tone. And you can split these pickups to singles. Here's a close-up of the Floyd 1000. Again, no issues at all, no tuning issues, no problems. I'll show you something about the side of this guitar. You can see where this guitar is not one solid piece of mahogany. This is kind of interesting how you see it put together here. I mean, maybe that is. The grain goes together. I don't know if that was how it was stained or if that's a different piece of mahogany there that's put in. I noticed that when I got it. Matching gold jack plate. Here's another piece of mahogany where it joins into the body. They do a good job of trying to match up the patterns. Okay. Let's take a look around this side here. You know, these are not blemishes. That's just part of the grain. Almost looks like bird's eye or something in there. You can see the book match seam. They kind of line it up nice. Let's look at the edge of this guitar. There's a little bit of a wood blemish right there. I mean, that stuff is just part of wood. That doesn't bother me, but probably some guitar manufacturers may not like that in their wood. They might paint over it. Let's take a look at this back. Bolted on with 5 screws. They put the strap button up here because you can't really screw a strap button too easily into this. So it's right there. And at the back of the neck here, double skunk stripes. It's got locking tuners, gold locking tuners. Made in Indonesia. These guitars are made in Indonesia. Quality control, I think, is solid. I think they're very, very solid guitars. They ship out of Spain. If you buy something from Solar directly, you'll have to pay an import fee when they come in. It's about 70 or 80 bucks to get it into the US. Why, I don't understand, but that's just what happens. The UPS holds it hostage. See another piece of the wood here that's got kind of a wood mark to it. Okay, you can see a seam there with the mahogany. There's more mahogany. Neck fits really nice into the body. Okay. I think it's a very, very attractive guitar. The flame and the gold with this really dark fretboard sets it off, and I think the Solar logo is cool. I believe this says Ola. There's an A and there's O. There's an O, L, and an A. So that's the Solar logo. At least I think it says Ola. It's supposed to. But let's plug this guitar in and we'll give it a sound demo.